almost 18 years to the Taliban US war in Afghanistan and still no end to it. The US and allies could not defeat Taliban yet. Why? What is the reason? What are the causes behind that? We'll discuss that. Please keep on watching, and if you like my channel, please subscribe to it. One of the reasons is the mountainous terrain of the country. Hindu Kush and Himalaya. These are two of the longest mountain ranges of the world, and these are in Afghanistan. So mountains are all across, all over Afghanistan. These mountains, they are full of secret passages, tunnels, caves. So Taliban, they were well acquainted with the topography and terrain of their country. They were fighting here for many years. They were fighting here against local groups. So they knew how to use this terrain. On the other hand, the US and Allied troops, their ground forces, they were at a disadvantage. They did not know the terrain much. So in spite of having the best and the most advanced technological equipments at their back, the Allies could not counter Taliban effectively. So mountainous terrain, I think that was one of the major reasons behind the inability of the US to decimate Taliban. Now, the second reason is the kind of borders that Afghanistan has. Afghanistan is bordered by 6 countries: Pakistan, China, Iran, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. Now, all these 6 borders, they are long borders. Some of them are mountainous borders. Afghanistan's border with Pakistan, it's called Durand Line. It's more than 2000 kilometers long, very long border. It's mountainous. Once again, there are secret passages, caves. So it was easy for Taliban to move across the border. I don't know why these borders were not manned properly by the Allies and the US. So they were not safeguarded by the US and the Allies. They were left open. I don't know what is the reason, but these borders which were open, it facilitated Taliban in moving across the border. Perhaps that is the reason why we saw a few of Taliban leaders killed outside Afghanistan in neighboring countries by missile attacks or drones fired by the US and the Allies. So porous borders coupled with the unwillingness to man these borders. This was the second main reason. Now, the third reason, I think the local people, the Afghani people, they were with Taliban to some extent. So, the ideology of war adopted by Taliban, it was more appealing to them than the ideology adopted by the US and the Allies. Taliban built their narrative upon this claim that they are being attacked by an occupier. That they are fighting for Islam. That they are fighting a holy war. Now we know that Afghani society, to a large extent, is a conservative, religious society. So their narrative appealed to them, and the US and allies, they did not have that convincing a narrative. So when local population is with you, I think it makes a huge difference, because you need intelligence on the ground, you need human intelligence on the ground. So human intelligence of Taliban, it was much better than that of allies, because of the fact that local population had sympathies with Taliban. Now the fourth reason, I think this is one of the main reasons, that the US and the allies, especially the US, after the start of Afghan war, it involved itself in other countries as well. It went to Syria, it went to Iraq, it went to Somalia, it went to several other countries. During a period of almost 14 years, the US went to 6 countries. It intervened in those countries. So the focus was shifted from Afghanistan to other countries. Had the US been focused on Afghanistan, things and results could have been different. But because of the divergence of the interests of the US in different parts of the world, from Syria, Iraq, Uganda, Somalia, the focus on Afghanistan it was disturbed. So that created an opportunity for Taliban to gain strength. So these are some of the few reasons I think which I discussed. Thank you for watching. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it. Thank you.